You think ahead. When you want to be a problem solver, you think ahead. And to be able to think ahead, you need to know. That's what the seeking knowledge is about. You need to know. So you seek knowledge, you think ahead, and that will help you to be able to be what? Always ahead of the problems. Because while others are panicking, because you have already anticipated, you have already seen it coming, you don't panic. You already know. I thought of it. I anticipated, not that I was waiting for it. I have anticipated on it, so I know this and that step can help in this situation. Obviously, we can't know it all. We don't know all the problems ahead. But when you prepare yourself well enough, you'll be able to also navigate yourself through those problems to bring the right solutions. Again, we are not talking about the perfect solution, but the right one. So think well. This requires you also to be what? Mature. It requires a certain level of maturity. It requires a certain level of clarity. And that you also need to have the decision making ability to be able to do all that. So you need to be a problem solver. And for you to be that, you need to seek knowledge, understand it, so that you'll be able to know how to do it. This requires you to be mature. It requires you to have clarity of thinking, and you can take decisions when it comes to taking decisions. You can take decisions. Otherwise, you cannot solve problems. Otherwise, you cannot be solution driven person. So have that mindset. No wavering. We have a lot of people, they like to wave. It's good to, you know, think deep before you take decisions. Absolutely. But when each time you are, flipping, you go back and you go forth and you go back, you don't know and you're doubting, and it, it's very tiring. And it makes you not to make any choice. It makes you stagnant. It makes you fearful, actually, to take a step, to make a decision. That's why you keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But be decisive and take a decision. That's what CEOs do. They take decisions after obviously weighing the alternatives. They make a choice and they make sure they stick to that choice, whether good or bad. You embrace the consequences because there is nothing without consequences, anyways. So you embrace it, you learn from the mistakes, you show yourself grace where you need to show yourself grace, and then you move on. You take the next step. That next step is recognizing and seizing opportunities. So when you see you have signal, you know what that next step is. Recognizing. Most of us, because we don't open our eyes, we are not very sensitive to our surroundings, so we don't really know or see when the opportunities comes our way. So, but recognizing and seizing the opportunity is your next step when it comes to strategic thinking, so that you will not be left out. You know, again, if you don't see the opportunities, or let me put it this way, sometimes it is you that create the opportunity for yourself. Yeah. When you have studied your environment, you have studied yourself, you know what you can, what you cannot do, you are learning, you are building. Sometimes we then wait for the perfect opportunity to meet us, but the honest truth is that that perfect opportunity might not come, and you have to create that opportunity. And you create it with, you know Having that mindset of, I can do it. Yes, I'm going for it. And no matter what, we will see what will happen. I have this mindset, and no, I have a yes, I can get. So already I assume, well, yeah, there is a no. No matter what, you're going to get a no. So I am not bothered with the no, but I'm going to create my yes within that no. And that's how I move. That's honestly how I move, because everyone around me or everywhere around me, it's a no. But if I'm going to allow that no to block me, I will not, there'll be no opportunity. Like, seriously. So, yes and no is there, but a yes I can get. And that's my mindset. So, I push through. I honestly push, push, push. And yes, it takes a while. But like water, for water to make a way, it starts with little, little drops, and then it continues to push through to make a way for it to go. That's how you need to be. Don't give up because you heard the first no. Don't give up because a door was shut. Don't give up. Instead, sit back and reflect. Okay, that door that was shut, was it a good one? Is it worth forcing it open again? If not, is there any other way? Because remember, when a door is, when one door is closed and another door is opening, depending on how you see it and how you are ready, prepared to see it. So create your own opportunity. Build your momentums. Build it. No one, when athletes are preparing for championships, you know, it's only maybe their direct family members that are there to cheer them up. It's only on the match, the field, the game itself, the race itself, people are out to cheer them up. But throughout the whole preparation period, the discipline they are putting in to prepare themselves, no one is there to see it. We just come out to cheer their results, but you do not cheer them or see the efforts that they put in for what? Less than 1 minute run. Most of the time, less than 1 minute run. Yet, that's what we come out to cheer. So do not bother about all the preparation that you are preparing. Just and make your shine. Let your light shine. Be prepared. Preparation makes you grounded. Preparation helps you to see ahead, to think ahead, because in your preparation, you have already done you've done the homework. You've seen the problems, you've recognized it, you've studied it, you've studied you know what you are capable of, and you work on it. That is the improvement. You improve on it, you learn, relearn things, unlearn things that you don't need, relearn things that builds you up, and like that, which way, what can you add to bring the right solution to that problem? And that is how we move on. That's how progress is made. So be prepared, but also recognize. when to act. Recognize what? When to act. Remember, wisdom. Wisdom. Recognize